comb.
Now, here's a recommendation I think I've had on my backlog for about a year now, being for none other than the 80s classic, Dirty Pair. Which I can assure you is not a raunchy series as the name would suggest, but rather a super fun sci-fi action comedy. Now, there is a lot to unpack with Dirty Pair as it originally was a light novel series created by Haruka Tatochiyo in 1980, and eventually in 1985, Studio Sunrise adapted it into an anime series, which will be the focal point of this recommendation. Along the anime, Dirty Pair received a couple OVAs, movies, a radio show, a manga, and most surprisingly an American comic book adaptation, which I don't know much about, but these character redesigns are very questionable. But with that bit of history and trivia out of the way, it's time to get into what this series is all about. Dirty Pair follows the duo of Kei and Yuri, who work under the intergalactic trouble consultant agency known as the 3WA. While the two prefer going under the codename the Lovely Angels, they are more notoriously known as the Dirty Pair due to the amount of destruction and chaos they leave behind each job. And I'm not just talking about a few car crashes or maybe even an exploding building. I mean serious destruction, like on a couple occasions accidentally blowing up entire planets. Sure, they always get their jobs done, but like, holy shit, if you actually think about it, these two girls have indirectly caused more destruction than most anime villains. Though the anime never really focuses on that aspect, as the Dirty Pair always get excused of their damage by the 3WA, much to the regret of their boss. The series itself is mostly episodic, but thanks to its sci-fi setting and storylines of our lovely duo both on and off the job, there is a load of diversity between each adventure here, with them including, but not limited to, fighting space pirates, robots, evil cults, and serial killers, to even being mistaken as criminals themselves, helping out marriages, or just chasing after a cat with a taste for cheesecake. It's really just a whole bunch of fun each episode, but what really makes this all work are the characters of Kei and Yuri, as they are the biggest selling point of the series, and no, not just for the sex appeal. Well, okay, not 100% because of it, but allow me to explain. Well, the two are pretty simple characters, with Kei being a sort of rebel punk hothead, and Yuri being a bit more mature and ladylike, while at the same time kind of bratty. They work really well as partners, covering for each other's shortcomings, lending a sort of buddy cop vibe to the anime. Even outside the job, they truly feel like close friends. Throughout the series, we're treated to these small moments that are essentially just Kei and Yuri hanging out with each other. Whether it be them complaining about work, their guy troubles, or even just making fun of each other. These little moments and episodes are easily some of the best of the series to me personally. I absolutely adore moments in series where characters sort of take a moment to unwind and just talk and hang out. It just does a real nice effect of making the characters feel like normal people outside of all the exciting adventures they go on. Plus, it's just so damn comfy unwinding alongside with them. And the only other anime I could think of that shares the same level of these moments are Lupin the Third, with the various moments of Lupin, Jigen, and Goemon simply hanging out or even having a great big laugh with each other. Another thing I love about Dirty Pair is its style. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while now, you know I absolutely love the 80s anime aesthetic, and even more so, the 80s sci-fi aesthetic, due to it being full of glamour, colors, and creativity, which Dirty Pair has in spades, paired with a great soundtrack that fits each scene, alongside an opening that perfectly captures the style and charm of the series, alongside a really neat ending song, which is pretty much how you feel driving while listening to the soundtrack. But this all pales to the stylish designs of Kei and Yuri themselves, who again are the biggest selling points here. And again, not 100% because of the sex appeal. Their designs are really memorable, and one look at them you can already tell what type of characters they are, with Kei's tomboyish looks and just awesome fluffy pink hair, as well as Yuri's, which is a bit more refined, but at the same time sort of has that adorable idol-esque vibe. Then of course there's their outfits, which yes are skimpy, but let's face it, it's 80s sci-fi. Women of 80s sci-fi weren't really known for covering much. However, the Dirty Pair outfits are more in line with female wrestlers, which fun fact is actually due to the original creator coming up for the idea of Dirty Pair while watching a female wrestling duo known as the Beauty Pair. Hell, the organization they work for, the 3WA, is also the same acronym used for the wrestling federation the Beauty Pair was a part of. When you really think about it, anime and wrestling have a few interesting connections. While the 26 episode anime series is awesome, the fun doesn't end there as there's still a lot more to explore, such as the 10 episode OVA series, which is more of the same but slightly darker in certain episodes, a sort of alternate spin-off series called Dirty Pair Flash, which is a thing and we can just leave it at that, as well as a few movies I haven't seen yet. Well, okay, a few of them are technically OVAs, but I count them as movies. After the first anime series, I recommend the 10 episode OVA series, and then somewhere down the line to definitely watch Project Eden, a Dirty Pair movie which is the Dirty Pair at their most stylish, with the movie itself at times feeling like the most glorious 80s AMV ever created. While Dirty Pair as a series may not seem like it, it's a pretty important series as it's practically the progenitor of the Girls with Guns action subgenre in anime, which would eventually take off in the 90s to early 2000s. Though few ever got to the level of style and charm of the Dirty Pair, and Kei and Yuri are still one of my favorite duos in anime. Though, let me just say this, Kei is bae. Overall, if you want a fun and destructive sci-fi action comedy series starring sexy women, then you can never go wrong with Dirty Pair. And with that, I hope you check out Dirty Pair as well as enjoy this video. As always, I am Mr.FalconPunch. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.